Hello everyone, welcome to Khoj by Punitji. Khoj, the journey from struggle to success. जिसका टैगलाइन है तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है, तू चल तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है. આજનો અમારો ગેસ્ટ એટલા સ્પેશિયલ છે જ્યાં ગ્રેસ ગ્લેમર હોય અને સાથે આઇસિંગ હોય ક્લાસિકલ ટચનું કેવી મજા પડી જાય. એક ડાયનામિક ઇન્ટરનેશનલ પર્સનાલિટી ઇઝ હિયર વિથ ઓલ ઓફ અસ ઓન ધ ખોજ. And he is none other than TAPAN VYAS. Welcome, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste. So, our glitz and glamour industry, in the last 25 years, show it is actually very big period, a huge period. So, our journey start kari રીતે થઈ અને કેટલા roller coasters આવ્યા.
Okay. So, the journey begins from the roller coaster from the family.
Actually.
The fashion industry, fashion designer, દરજી બનવું છે. You know.
Technically.
Yeah, the technical word that is કે ભાઈ દરજી બનવું છે, but actually fashion designing that is like a way beyond the tailoring.
Okay.
Of course, we need to know all the technicalities, but still, it is a beyond than that. Then, I took a step forward into it.
Okay.
I took a chance. I wanted to go into this thing. I will go forward with this thing.
Okay.
Then NIFT exams. Again, the one more hurdle, budget.
True.
Because obviously, like everybody is not supposed to get the same budget for every year or for every
Right.
semester.
True.
So again, like I have been with a very normal institution, which is NIFD, which is now INIFD.
Okay.
And I did my PG diploma from that institution.
Lovely.
And I did my everything on my own.
Okay.
Like એ લોકો જે ભણાવે ને તે ઉપરાંત હું મારી રીતે મારો સમય ફાળવીને I go to the carriers, I learned from them.
Okay.
I did everything beyond that what they have taught me.
All right.
Then, by the grace of God, I have been into a lot of competitions and all. I won the prizes and awards and all.
Okay.
And then again I was featured like this only.
Okay.
જેમ તમે આજે મને બોલાવે એવી રીતે આજથી 25 વર્ષ પહેલા મને તારા ચેનલમાંથી મને બોલાવેલો હતો as a
Okay.
special guest for
Okay.
my design.
Okay.
So from that only my journey started as a fashion coordinator and a fashion program coordinator.
Okay. All right.
So I started working with one women's video magazine as
Okay.
a fashion coordinator.
Wow.
So that was my first stepping stone in this industry as a commercial, as a professional person.
All right. All right. So fashion coordinator, fashion stylist, and fashion choreographer, the three different milestones into the world of fashion. So how do you term fashion?
Okay. So for me, fashion is comfort,
Okay.
attitude,
Okay.
and the grace.
Wow.
And the icing on all these three categories, that is the confidence.
All right.
So whatever you wear, you have to be confident enough.
Okay.
Whatever you style, whatever you carry, you
Okay.
should carry it with full of confidence.
Okay.
And coming over on to your question, that is the fashion coordinator, fashion choreographer, and the fashion
Fashion
stylist.
stylist. Yeah.
So, fashion is the term, but it is known as just a fashion, but it's a very wide term,
It's an ocean.
Yeah, it's an ocean. You just have to dive it, and you will
Alright.
get different opportunities, different fraternities to work with.
All right.
So, fashion coordinating means that I always coordinate with the models. I always coordinate with the designers. I
Alright.
always coordinate with the brands.
True.
That what to wear, what not to wear, what will look good onto the screen,
Okay.
how it will look good on the screen,
True.
what will be the makeup and hair. So, fashion term includes each and everything from the head to the toe.
Okay. And as you said, it is an ocean. So
Yeah.
it has pearls. It also has pebbles.
Yeah. It
And-
has the pebbles.
Okay.
And the pebbles are, without pebbles, not a single ocean is there.
True. It is gift of God, and pebbles can create a huge mahal.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay. And what is basically the role of a fashion stylist, and how do people accept that?
Right.
Okay.
So over here, fashion stylist term is very new for the people.
True.
અને કેવું થાય છે કે લોકોને હજુ એક્સેપ્ટન્સ બહુ ઓછું છે કે ફેશન સ્ટાઇલિસ્ટ એટલે શું, એને શું કામ કરવાનું હોય,
Right.
કપડાં પહેરવાના
હા, અને
અને
ખરીદી
દાગીના
કરવી
અને
છે.
જ્વેલરી પહેરવાની, પણ એવું નથી હોતું.
True, true, true.
સો બેઝિકલી ફેશન સ્ટાઇલિસ્ટનો વર્ક શું હોય કે એના મૂડ બોર્ડ્સ,
Okay.
એની કલર પેલેટ્સ,
All right.
પ્લસ એ પર્ટિક્યુલર મોડલ
Okay.
એ ક્યાં ઊભો કે ઊભી રહેશે, કયા સ્ટેન્ડ્સમાં ઊભા હશે,
Okay.
કયો એટીટ્યુડ હશે, what will be their body language, their facial expressions,
Okay.
the whole frame, that what a stylist has to look after.
Okay.
And obviously makeup, hair and everything, it comes by default.
And-
But overall frame of the picture is supposed to be looked after by the fashion stylist.
Okay.
But over here, હજુ એની acceptance થોડીક ઓછી
ઓછી
છે,
છે.
પણ હવે ધીરે ધીરે બધી ચાલુ થઈ છે.
True.
People have started knowing the term fashion stylist. People have started accepting fashion stylists as well.
True.
હવે બધા weddings માં પણ રાખતા થયા છે.
Right.
The people those who wanted to have a proper and perfect elements.
True. So nowadays people will prefer more of brands rather than discount. That is what you are trying to say.
Certainly.
Okay, that's great. And how do you adapt fashion? And I would like you to tell people how they should adapt fashion according to the seasons or different time periods.
Right.
Okay.
So according to me, the fashion acceptances are like કે તો આપણું ઇન્ડિયાનું વેધર rather than અમદાવાદ આપણે જોઈએ
Ha.
તો it is full of heat.
Full of
અત્યારે
heat.
અને
Almost.
લગભગ 12 મહિનામાંથી 10 મહિના તો ગરમી જ હોય છે.
આરામથી.
So I always prefer and I would always like to tell to the audience as well that we should always wear a breathable fabric.
Okay.
Pure cotton, pure linen fabrics કે જે તમને comfort, જે તમને એક elegance અને જે તમને એક confidence તમને આપે.
Okay.
અને જે which is easy to wear,
Right. Comfortable.
comfortable wear, easy to wear, breathable fabric, so that will give you more ease into your life.
Okay.
Even તમે જોવા જાઓ તો even washing is also very much easy with the cottons and linens and everything.
All right.
And so it is very eased fabric, so that is what I would prefer.
Okay. And nowadays, as international or Netflix stories માં અમે જોઈએ છે જ્યાં international celebs હોય. So, do you go with the exposed wala fashion or do you go with the Indian tradition?
Okay, so it's a very good question.
Okay.
So there is a thin line between the vulgarity or the cheapness
True.
and the high fashion.
Okay.
So depends upon the body type,
Right.
then how is your structure and how you are wearing it and what you are wearing it,
Okay.
right? And how you carry it,
Okay.
right? If proper structure is there, then you can go with the deep neck.
True.
But if the structure is over, then you cannot, you should not, because
Right.
then there is, you will have to work between the lines of the vulgarity and the high fashion.
Wow.
But yes, I prefer both. Both
Okay.
works,
Okay.
both goes hand in hand.
Okay.
It's a two sides of the coin.
All right. But what is basically your choice? You go with the grace or do you go with the glamour?
It depends. It
Okay.
depends upon the situation or the event.
Okay.
But yes, I prefer different looks
Okay.
for the different events. But yes, I prefer to have an elegance with having a trend.
Okay, now the word elegance comes and the twist in the question નું કારણ એ હતું કે જ્યાં આપણી વચ્ચે આ હસી બેઠી છે એ actually fashion સાથે he is also an international celebrity, a Kathak folk dance performer. તો આ ઉત્તર દક્ષિણની જે ફીલ્ડ છે આટલું vast difference, how do you manage both of things?
We being an Indian, cultured family,
હા.
right? And very much nearer to God.
True.
And આપણું જે કલ્ચર છે આપણું ભગવાન પ્રત્યેનું.
Right.
So એમાં આપણું again India is like diversity in the culture.
True.
So I always believe that we should know our culture, we should respect our culture.
Okay.
અને હંમેશા મેં એ તફાવત મેં રાખ્યો છે કે હું જ્યાં ફોક કે ક્લાસિકલમાં હોઉં તો I'll be with that. If I am into fashion, I'll be with the fashion only.
Okay.
But yes, I have never ever discriminated any of the things because our culture always goes high.
True.
And where fashion is my bread and butter.
Okay.
So I have to balance both of them.
Okay. Great, great, great. Biggest setback in your life that made you uplift to the extreme level?
Biggest setback.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the time I am talking about the COVID.
Okay.
So during COVID, our
Yeah.
event industry was not at all working.
Yes, it
hasn't
was a
worked.
shutdown.
Yeah, it was shut for 7 years.
True.
Right? હજુ પણ ઇવેન્ટ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં તમે જોશો તો એટલું બધું બૂમિંગ નથી જેટલું તમે પહેલા હતું.
Actually, energy દેખાતી
દેખાતી જ નથી. ઇવન આપણે તમે કોઈ પણ તમે ફેસ્ટિવલ્સ બી જુઓ ને
હા.
એ પહેલા જેવા બી નથી રહ્યા.
Right.
આપણે નવરાત્રી હોય કે રક્ષાબંધન હોય કે દિવાળી હોય તો
હા.
people used to be so overwhelmed, so vibrant,
હા.
right? કે હું આ કરી નાખું, આ લઈ આવું, હું આ
હા.
કરું.
હા.
હવે
હા.
એ ઉત્સાહ, એ ઉમળકો જ નથી રહ્યો.
Right.
And that is all because of COVID.
Okay. Okay.
Because in COVID, a lot of people have lost their family members,
True.
a lot of people have lost their businesses,
Hmm.
a lot of people have diversified their
Right.
businesses.
Right.
But I'll say that by the grace of God
True.
and with with the help and with the support of my family members, especially with my wife,
True.
we both decided that we will not at all divert our industry.
Superb. So sticking on to
Yes.
your passion and taking your goal to the final destiny,
Right.
it actually is a very big lesson. And I would also like to know which are the platforms where styling and stylists are actually required.
Okay, it's a very good question.
Thank you.
So, for styling and stylists, where they are required, one is the weddings. કે જ્યારે આપણા ઘરમાં લગ્ન હોય તો બ્રાઇડનું આઉટફિટ, ગ્રૂમનું આઉટફિટ અને એમના ફેમિલીનું આઉટફિટ તમે ઘણી બધી જગ્યાએ પર જોતા હશો કે મમ્મીએ જે કલરની સાડી પહેરી હોય એ જ કલરનું આઉટફિટ કદાચ બેને બી પહેર્યું હોય, કદાચ બીજા બી કોઈક પહેરીને આવી શકે.
Yes, yes. Actually,
Right.
twinning નું અત્યારે જે trend ચાલે છે.
that is altogether different.
Okay.
But what I'm talking about that is કે બ્રાઇડનો જે કલર છે એ જ કલરનું કદાચ મમ્મીએ પણ પહેર્યું હોય, કદાચ માસીએ પણ પહેર્યું હોય.
Okay, okay.
So એ બધી વસ્તુઓ ના થાય
Okay.
એના માટે people used to hire the stylist.
Okay.
કે ભાઈ બ્રાઇડનો આ સ્પેસિફિક કલર છે, બાકી બધા બધાએ આ કલર અવોઇડ કરવાનો.
True, true, true.
Right.
Yeah.
Then fashion shoots are there, campaign shoots are there, brand shoots are there, TVCs are there where our ads are coming up. એમાં પણ stylists are required.
Okay.
Then fashion shows are there.
Yeah.
કે જ્યાં models તૈયાર થઈને જ્યારે ramp પર walk કરતા હોય ત્યારે પણ backstageમાં we need to have the fashion stylist.
Okay. Okay.
So stylists are very much required in this industry.
Okay.
So now I will say to everyone that
Yeah.
please hire a fashion stylist for the family and for your shoots as well.
Okay. Okay. So actually it is necessary કેમકે fashion કેમ નથી જોઈતું અને કોને fashion નથી ગમતું. From a
True.
small child to the aged people, everyone loves to represent themselves in some special way, in some special attire.
Very true.
And fashion stylist has the main role in describing what suits you. So if someone wants to enter into the field, you have to opposite extreme ends na je mastery છે કથક as well as fashion stylist. કોઈને આ ફિલ્ડમાં એન્ટર થવું હોય, so some main key point for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For entering into fashion industry, a person has to be very broad-minded,
Okay.
very eyesight opening એનામાં હોવું જોઈએ.
Okay.
કે એ જે દૂરનું જોઈ શકે કે ભાઈ હવે આના પછીનું શું, what is next in the fashion,
Out of the box.
out of the box, think out of the box and come into the fashion.
Okay.
Right.
Lovely.
So that what a fashion stylist need to be in them,
Okay.
right? Because see, fashion એવું નથી કે ભાઈ તમે બહારથી કપડાં લો,
Right.
નવા ખરીદો તો જ એને fashion કહેવાય.
True, true, true.
તમારા જૂના wardrobeમાંથી પણ you can style it in a different way so that people can always look at he or she has worn a very different garment.
Right, right.
From where you purchased it? Okay, this I did from my own wardrobe.
Okay. And what about Kathak?
And for Kathak, I'd say that being an Indian, a person should stick to our Indian culture
Okay.
in any of the dance form. But
Right.
though I'm a Kathak performer, so I'll say that Kathak gives you a grace,
Okay.
elegance, decision making power.
Okay.
That what, where, and how much angular postures you are supposed to make,
True.
and that gives you the balance into your life.
Okay, so it's actually not scary or difficult to learn Kathak.
No, it is not at all scary and difficult to learn Kathak. People
Okay.
are having just myth કે ભઈ 7 વર્ષ મારે શીખવાનું, પણ હવે તમે કોલેજ નથી જતા,
Yeah.
તમે સ્કૂલમાં નથી ભણતા.
Yes,
It is a kind of
There
that.
is no age limit for learning anything.
Exactly. Still I am learning with my guru.
Yeah.
Still I am learning with my guruji.
Yeah.
Doing advanced, doing little bit changes in the basic tukras and todas and all. But still, it's a learning process.
Okay, that was actually a lovely answer, and આજના ઓડિયન્સને ઘણું બધું શીખવા મળશે. ટુ એક્સ્ટ્રીમ ડિફરન્ટ ફિલ્ડ્સના એક જ માસ્ટર જ્યારે આજના જનરેશનને આટલું બધું લર્નિંગ્સ આપતા હોય તો ડેફિનેટલી યુ શુડ ગો થ્રુ ધીસ podcast and you should learn lot of things, accept it and transform yourself. So it was a very rhythmic and harmonic podcast જેમાં ઘણું બધું minor learnings હતું that make you more transformable and make fashion a very valuable part of your life. Khoj આવી જ રીતે તમારી સામે લાવતા રહેશે valuable diamonds that can transform your life to the extreme level. खोजनी जी टैगलाइन जो हूँ परिवार कहीस, तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है, तू चल तेरे वजूद की समय को भी तलाश है. Thank you so much.